Hi, it's Nick on the 4th of November with the last but one episode of this week's theme of owning our shadow. And when I first heard about this idea of shadow and the things that we've disowned about ourselves, I certainly read about it, whether I fully understood, but what I read was a lot about disowning our negative qualities, and that there was power in kind of reowning those aspects of ourselves, and I think there is. But it wasn't until a while later that I also understood that what we also disown about ourselves is so many of our good qualities. That we disown, our creativity, our love of life, our passion, our gifts, our sense of worth, sense of significance. So many things we can disown about ourselves. And for me, this idea was reinforced when I started to become a student of A Course in Miracles, because in A Course in Miracles it talks about the difference between grandiosity and grandeur, and it says that grandiosity is of our ego, and it's how we either inflate ourselves or deflate ourselves. But yet there is a grandeur of spirit within us that came with our creation. And when I read that, I thought, wow, that's amazing, because most of us don't own our kind of spiritual grandeur. I certainly wasn't owning my spiritual grandeur, if you like. Quite the opposite. I was diminishing myself. So for me, there has been tremendous power in this idea of reowning our best qualities, our gifts, our talents. I use the example when I'm teaching often that if somebody had said to me 30 years ago, do you consider yourself to be creative? I would have argued until I was blue in the face that there wasn't a creative atom in my body, that I was totally uncreative. And here I am today, having written 14 books so far, a couple more probably on their way in the next year or so, given hundreds of talks, developed and created dozens of programs, daily broadcasts, so much to say, so much to express. So for me, I had to kind of re-own my creative gifts. I had to acknowledge my own creativity. So that's been part of my journey. So that's the kind of positive side of looking at our shadow, is like, what have we disowned about ourselves? What brilliance, what strengths, what gifts have we denied about ourselves that are really true? So to me, this is why I do find, the idea of looking at our shadow and re-owning aspects of our shadow is so exciting and so powerful, because there's so much there that we've given away, diminished, disowned, that as we own it back, we get our power back. So I hope that's a helpful thought to you. God bless. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.